Look at Clement. Hello everybody. We are on a little snowy adventure as a family, and we are by the Lac de Devissey, you can see behind us, which is a big lake. It's about 40 minutes from ours, and it's one of the few nice flat walks we can do round in this area because it's so hilly, and that's good for when you're carrying little ones. But it's extremely cold, and whenever I come up with these ideas for a day out, I forget that it takes a good hour and a half to prepare a car with two small children for the very, very cold weather.
Actually, the children are not the one who take the longest to prepare.
Look at Clement leading up there. So the Lac de Devissey, what's there to say about this? Isn't it an artificial reservoir?
I think so.
And there's
I don't know really.
There's a really cool fortress just up above here as well.
Yeah.
But we're at 1,120 metres, the sign said, which is why the weather is a lot colder up here than at ours. I mean, for example, the forecast this week, we're forecast to go -2, they're forecast to go -8 or 9 here. And it's what we quite like that we can come places that are true winter wonderlands just 40 minutes from our house up the mountain. Clement's not used to being dressed up with quite so much clothing. He's not used to being dressed up in quite so much clothing, is he? Hey Clement!
You see the ice on the...
Clement's shouting a bath in French and running towards the water. And for once we're able to bring Pepper out with us. And she's looking very sprightly at the moment. I think her limp has healed. The vet didn't know what it was, and it seems to have just got better. And Mike wants to show us the ice here. Oh, very pretty. Wow. This lake often freezes completely. That's very pretty. Grey atmospheric day. I think I was supposed to put his string from his gloves inside his clothes, but it was a bit late at the end. Go on, sweetie, let's go for a walk. He's too excited by the snow. Gosh, we've come out onto the dam top, and it's not at all sheltered here, which makes it jolly nippy. Huh?
It's damn cold.
It's damn cold, did you say? I knew I had read somewhere about it being an artificial lake, and yes, here's an information board talking about it. It was constructed in 1974. It'd take me a while to decipher the rest. But it's a big nature reserve now. And the farm where we started over the other side is a community centre, an activity centre. And in the summer people come and do water activities here, like kayaking, maybe even sailing. It's hard to believe right now in the snow. Clement likes snow. He's doing that a lot at the moment, saying puff and falling over. Pepper's found a stick. Just a small one. There's another information board here. I've got myself stuck behind an electric fence, so I can't quite see it very well. Can you see it, Mark? It's something about the resistance.
I can kind of see it, but there's a big...
He doesn't want to walk through that. It says, un refuge pour la résistance. À l'époque, le lac n'existait pas. À la place s'étendait une vaste cuvette d'herbeuse isolée du village et à l'abri des regards. What does that mean?
You know, it's very cute when you speak French.
What does that mean?
What did it say?
I just read it to you.
Yeah. At the time there was no lake and there was just a big peaty depression, quite remote, voilà. And so there were some resistance hiding in the all the little farms nearby.
Ah.
And and so they, dis donc. So in 1944 they got they got organized because they managed to get some parachuting of supplies
Yeah.
from the Allies. And so
Well, we're pretty much back at the start now. We've done the entire lake and it's a lot bigger than I remember actually. Maybe that's just because when you're with a 2-year-old child it takes a lot longer and it's nearly night. And we're back at the farm buildings, which I thought I might show you, that have been turned into the community centre. I love this old farm. These must be the old farm buildings themselves, and these are the houses that were associated with it, like a little hamlet. And I can't remember, but I think they're quite a few hundred years old. We came to an event here once inside, it was beautiful. And what I like about the houses in this area, they're quite close to ours, but the stone is different. You can see it's a different colour, but also they seem to have slate on the roofs a lot more, and the houses themselves are a lot lower and they're sort of quite low and squat. It's quite distinctive of this area. So, you know, it's 40 minutes up the road, but it feels like we've been on holiday when we come up here to a different area. And in a way it is a holiday to a different area because we're in a different department. In France they have, they divide it up by departments. That's like a county or a state. And we're in Ardèche, and this is Haute-Loire, so the High Loire, which is near to the source of the Loire River. And it's notoriously cold up here. And we turn up here, it becomes Haute-Loire just as we go into the village of Saint-Bonnet-le-Foy, which you've seen me post about quite a lot before. In the first lockdown, well, after the first lockdown, when we were allowed out but nothing was open and Clement was still a baby, I introduced Mark to the idea of car picnics. which we love in the UK because it's never good enough weather to eat outside. When I was little, we used to just drive to the seafront, buy fish and chips and sit in the car park watching the waves. So I thought we'd have a car picnic today, and I packed a big thermos flask of hot chocolate in my new Stanley flask. And we're all now attempting to, well, she's having her own particular brand of hot drink and the rest of us are having our hot chocolate. Where's my new Stanley flask? But it's a bit of a struggle to fit all four of us in the front. But we cope.